Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the TeacherMade website. Sometimes you'll be asked to complete an assignment using this website, which allows you to complete a worksheet but in a digital format. You can access the link via Show My Homework, which is where all of your assignments will be posted. When you click on the link, you'll get a screen like this, and it'll ask you to enter your full name. Make sure you do your first name and your last name so that if there's someone else with the same first name in your class, we're able to tell whose work is whose. So start off by putting your name in the box and then press start. At the top of the screen, you've got a toolbar. Let me show you what each of these things does. You have the select tool. This is the default tool, and that allows you to just move your mouse around and move the page up and down. Next, you have the undo and redo tools. So if you start typing something in and you make a mistake, you can undo that particular thing. Next, you have the zoom in and zoom out tools. So if the text is a bit small for you, zoom it in a little bit so that it's bigger for you. Then you have the zoom out tool as well, which works in the same way. Most of the time, you'll see the boxes that have a black border. These are spaces in which you can type your answers. If you need to type something and there isn't a space for it, you can use the text tool at the top. Simply click, and a text box now appears on the screen. If you don't need a text box, click on it, and you can press the rubbish can, the delete button up here. You also have the shape tool, not something you'll be using much in modern languages, but it's there for you as well. Maybe if you want to highlight something specific on the page, you could do that. If you want to remove it, select it with the arrow tool and press delete. Similarly, you can draw a circle as well, which works in the same way. You also have the draw a straight line tool. So maybe if you have to match something up, you would use that tool there. Start with one point, draw it to another point. You also have a highlighting tool. What you do is you place the cursor, like I have here, and if I want to highlight the word and, I just click and drag. So you place the cursor like so, and it highlights that entire line. You've also got the pencil tool, so if you're lucky enough to have a device which has a stylus, you can also write things in with that tool there. The eraser tool is for rubbing out all your pen and pencil marks, as well as any highlighting, and it can also remove other elements from the page as well. The next box along is going to be the colour for the shapes that you make. So if you need to have a shape and you want it to be black inside, select black and you draw the shape. By default, it's set to be transparent so that it can be seen through the text, like that. You can also change the colour of the outlines. So if you want to make a red box because that helps you better, select red and then draw your box. And the last bit is the line width. So if you want to make something thicker, you would do that. You can scroll up and down the document and you can see all the work that you've been asked to do. On this particular one, you can see there is a box around this part here. This one is giving you a link to follow. So if you click on that, it opens in a new tab. If you've not finished all the work and want to do it later on, you've got two options that you can do. you can press the Save for Later button. This will save a copy of your work and allow you to access it later on. If you want to submit the work to your teacher, press the I'm Done button. The teacher will then be able to go through your answers, give you any feedback, and can also reopen the document for you if you have some mistakes to be corrected. Let's press I'm Done. It says the worksheet has not been completed. Are you sure you want to submit the worksheet? Let's press OK. If I had answered the questions correctly, these ones with the red rectangles around them, then I would see that my score would increase. The ones that have the black rectangle here, these are ones which are more open-ended answers that don't have points attached to them. And that's how you use the TeacherMade website. I hope this has been useful for you. If you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher on Show My Homework or through Microsoft Teams. Thank you and goodbye.